everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're getting into something that might seem kind of, well, ordinary. French fries.
Really makes you think, huh?
Right, but trust me, there's a lot more to this than just ketchup and dipping sauces. We're taking a cue from Weston. They're a big name in the French fry biz. They made a pretty big announcement lately, and we're going to use this Fox Business article to break down why and what it says about the economy as a whole, ready to go beyond just munching on fries and really understand the economics of them.
It's pretty wild how something as universal as French fries can be a bit of a crystal ball for bigger economic stuff. It's like almost a warning.
Totally. So for those of us who haven't encountered this story yet, what's the deal with Weston? This article mentions they're closing a whole plant over in Washington State. It's got to be a ton of jobs, right?
Yeah, hundreds of jobs gone. And the reason they're giving, softening demand.
Yeah.
Basically, people just aren't buying as many fries.
Huh. So it's not like some big shift where suddenly everyone's like, anti-French fry.
No, it's not about taste buds changing overnight, that's for sure. It's about wallets. Fast food, for the longest time, was the go-to for a cheap meal. But now, inflation's changing that perception big time.
Yeah, this article had this crazy statistic. Are you ready for this? 80%, 80%, of Americans now think of fast food as a luxury because of how much the prices have gone up.
It just goes to show you that inflation isn't just numbers in some report. It's about how people actually live. What used to be an easy, affordable treat, now it's like a whole budget decision.
And it's not even just about, buying fewer orders of fries overall, is it?
You got that, huh?
Yeah, this article mentioned something about, portion sizes, too, right?
Yeah, it's fascinating, actually. The Weston CEO, he pointed out that even when folks are getting fries, they're, get this, downgrading, going from medium to small.
Yeah.
Just to save a buck or two.
It's kind of wild, right? Even those little treat-yourself moments are getting squeezed by the economy. Every penny counts, I guess.
Yeah, you got it. And here's where the real domino effect kicks in. Say a medium fries, $2.50. Smalls, maybe $1.75. That 75 cents doesn't sound like much, but when you're talking families, tight budgets, it adds up fast.
It's easy to forget how these big economic things trickle down to the smallest choices we make. Should I get the small fries today? Never thought that'd be a big economic indicator.
It's the little things, right? And the fast food places, they're caught in this whole mess too. Think about it, all those meal deals, the coupons, the constant discounts.
Oh, tell me about it. Remember when a value meal was actually a good deal? Now you need a special code just to feel like you're not getting ripped off.
And that's exactly what they're trying to fight, right? This idea that fast food's suddenly fancy. But even with all those deals, the demand just isn't bouncing back like they hoped.
Which brings us back to, I guess, the Weston of it all. Their CEO said something like, demand's going to stay soft for the rest of the year, at least for fries. So bigger picture time, is this just potatoes, or is this a sign of something way bigger happening across the whole industry?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's tough to say for sure, but it definitely throws up some red flags.
Like what kind of red flags?
Well, think about it. If this whole French fry slump continues, could we see more job losses? Not just Weston, but other suppliers, farmers, the whole chain. And then what? Prices on the menus probably have to go up even more to make up for it.
Man, it's kind of a downer when you think about it. Affordable fast food's so ingrained in our culture, and now it's going through this weird identity crisis.
And you got to wonder about the folks who really depend on those budget-friendly meals. If those aren't so budget-friendly anymore, where do they turn?
It really is wild, right? It's like French fries are this unlikely economic indicator now. Who knew?
It's true. This one food, it's connected to agriculture, manufacturing, what people are buying, the global economy. It really shows you how something so ordinary can be this window into these massive, complex systems.
It's kind of mind-blowing, honestly. We started with a French fry factory closing, and now we're talking about, the fate of affordable food.
That's the thing, isn't it? Everything's connected. We think about the economy like it's this big, abstract thing, but it's right here, Deciding between the small fries and the medium, that's economics in action.
For real. And it really hits home that, like they say, the only constant is change. Except here, it's not the fries themselves that are changing. It's how we see them, how we think about fast food now that it's got to fit into this whole economic puzzle.
And that brings us to a pretty crucial question for everyone listening, really. Are we going to see a total reset for the fast food industry? This whole thing, is it here to stay? Will places have to completely reinvent themselves for this new reality? Or will things kind of swing back to how they used to be?
It makes you think, for sure. No crystal ball here, but it's a good question. Like, what even is the future of affordable food? Will we all be eating, like, homemade lentil soup or something?
Right. Will there be some totally new kind of fast food that pops up? The humble French fry, maybe it'll be the thing that changes everything.
That's what I love about these deep dives. We start with something we all know, and suddenly we're questioning everything. Even French fries aren't safe. So, listeners, next time you're at that drive-thru, staring at the menu, just remember that order of fries, it's got a whole story behind it. Economics, agriculture, even global trends. You might see it a little differently. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everybody. Until next time, keep those brains working and stay curious out there.